Hello and thank you very much for joining me on Frankly Speaking, K Kavitha, MLC in the Telangana Assembly. Also, Chief Minister K.C. Rao's daughter, K Kavitha, joins me on Frankly Speaking. I want to ask you and congratulate you. You've been a huge proponent of the Women's Reservation Bill, and today it has been passed by both houses of parliament, and it took 27 years, and it is the 75th year of this country when women finally get their rights. Kavitha, do you think this could have happened earlier?
It should have happened earlier, but nevertheless, we should congratulate each other, and I congratulate the nation's women and men alike through you, Navika ji. Because when I see you, when I see women like you and me, empowered, lucky to be in the place where we are. Of course, we did fight and put up our did of fight. But yet, many such women who are probably more talented than you and me out there, who were denied the opportunity to speak, to enter into the parliaments, into assemblies, etc. So I believe 75 years, we did keep them out from these august houses. It is time. Unfortunately, looks like we have to wait for 5 more years with the kind of draft the bill we have seen. But better late than never. Happy that the bill is getting passed. But unfortunately, ma'am, without including the OBC women quota, I feel like the bill is missing its soul. That's a major lacuna that this government could have bought it because of the majority that it enjoys. And we could have literally given justice to almost 40% BCs are there in states like Telangana. They could have got major benefit out of this.
But Ms. K. Kavitha, the fact is that even earlier on several attempts when this bill was tried to be pushed into Parliament, the question of OBCs never arose at that time. In fact, at that time, Congress President Sonia Gandhi was seen to be stating that who stops anybody from giving OBCs also their due from within the reservation of the women? Why is there necessity of another quota within a quota? That's what she said then. And today, the India Alliance has completely changed its stance, and you almost are echoing the same sentiments.
India Alliance and Congress Party's hypocrisy is exposed time and again. In fact, yesterday, as you rightly mentioned, Navika ji, I was listening to Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji speak in Parliament about how 90 important secretaries of Government of India who make major decisions, only 3 are OBC. Did they become secretaries yesterday? Did the Congress Party have nothing to do in the appointments, in the selection, etc.? So whatever the legacy, whatever the failures of the Congress Party, which ruled this nation for the longest of the time, they want to transfer it to whoever is in power now. I'm not saying whoever is in power now have done their bit. They could have done the OBC component. But then when you look at the way Congress flips, why did the bill even get stalled in 2010? Because OBC component was not included, the bill got stalled. They could have done it. They could have agreed to OBC component then and could have passed the bill in 2010 itself. They did not do it then. And yesterday, both Sonia ji, Rahul ji and the entire Congress party is now asking this government to do the OBC because elections are here. They come to our states, which is a poll-bound state. They talk about BCs. So there is so much of love on OBC right now because it's election season for the Congress party. But they could not do it. They did not do it, in fact, when they could have done it. And as you rightly mentioned, in the last 16 years, they did not even mention about the Mahila bill once. So much so, they were so careless that in last manifesto, they did not even mention the Women's Reservation Bill. Now suddenly, from September 18th, 19th, 20th, if you should look at the Congress Party Twitter handle, all love for women, continuously talking about Women's Reservation Bill. So everybody is like, suddenly what has happened? When the government is bringing the bill, suddenly they're remembering what they did for women, etc., etc. But nation is seeing through their hypocrisy. But this government, which is in power now, the Bharatiya Janata Party, they've really lost a historic opportunity in Navika ji. They could have included the OBC component. And yes, as Sonia ji said, nobody is stopping any party from giving opportunity to OBCs, SCs, STs. But without reservation, does any party do it? My party won't give Congress party won't give, Bharatiya Janata Party won't give. It's a history we've seen in 75 years, and we should learn something from the 75 years of political history of this country, and that is precisely why we are demanding a quota within quota, and we still have time. This government should reconsider their decision and include OBC women as a part of the bill. For that, of course, they'll have to pass the BC bill separately. And my party, I'm very proud, Navika ji, in the last 10 years, from the very first assembly session after our state formation, which was a very sentimental session, we made a resolution for both 33% women reservation and 33% OBC reservation to be made for both Parliament and assemblies.
Very well said, Kavitha ji.